Hello YouTube, my name is Jared, most people call me Taters, and I'm going to start doing what I'm going to call Car Story Sundays. So I'll be driving and see if you guys can relate to some stories, such as today is going to be nosy neighbors, or overly friendly neighbors. I don't know if anybody else has had those. I do, unfortunately. I live in this little apartment complex, and there's being friendly and neighborly, and there's being overly friendly, which, as I said, if you're like me, you're probably sitting there at the screen going, oh my god, yes, finally someone that realizes my pain or something. Or you're just like, yes. Anyways, my neighbors downstairs, we have a set of doors to go through before I actually go to my apartment. And then we have to go up the stairs and then through my actual door to get to my apartment. Well, my neighbors downstairs, I don't know if they sense my car or if they just creepily watch through the window, but they know every time I'm home. And they open the door every time. Now, it would be one thing if it was just once every now and then saying, hi, how you doing, blah, blah, blah. But no, that's not how that works. It's every freaking time they sit there and open the door. And they try talking to me for about 10, 15, 20 minutes. And it just gets super annoying. Now, most people are probably going to be like, why don't you just move? Why don't you just move? Well, because I kind of like where I'm at right now. I like the location. It's cheap. It's affordable. And it's close to my work. Can't ask for much more. Plus, there's only 2 other apartment complexes right now that are renting. But these neighbors, I would rather repel, off my roof and break a leg or whatever than keep going downstairs and dealing with them. Which is kind of bad because, you don't get the full experience until you've actually dealt with my neighbors, and, most of my friends don't come over because of that. And what little friends I have, I'm socially awkward. I'm a fucking turtle, or a freaking turtle. So, anyways, they open the door, they talk, they're annoying, they try complaining about, the stupidest stuff, like if it's not even noise complaint time or 10 o'clock or whatever, they sit there and they come upstairs, knock on the door, or sometimes they even tried walking in my door. And so I have to keep my doors locked at all times, which, the town that I'm in, yeah, you kind of want to lock your doors anyways. But it's really bad, to the point where, yeah, I've actually thought about moving. And don't mind the phone shaking. I just bought a phone mount so I can do this for my car, and I don't know how stable it is. So forgive me if you fall. I'm recording this on my S8 Plus, which, unlike most YouTubers, I'm not gonna have some super awesome editing software stuff. It's just gonna be this. No uncut, no, trimming, no special effects, just a video to relate to the normal average Joe out there on YouTube. Which, if you're like me, you get it. Plus, I'm not like super freaking rich or whatever. I'm just like, meh. I'm comfy, I guess you could say. My coworker, hi. Just went by my work. Anyways, but I don't know if anybody else has those neighbors that, you sit there and you just can't deal with them. It's, if you do, then you get what I'm talking about. You're just like, oh, I want to move, but at the same time, it's like, no, I don't. But I've also talked to my landlords about these guys, because I've actually caught them, well, not necessarily caught them, but I've heard them talking about, my mailbox and stuff like that, and, how do I get this or this if this and this isn't happening, so to say. The only way you would know that is if you're looking through my mailbox, which is a federal offense, believe it or not. And so I talked to them about it, and obviously they denied it, so I left them a note stating that, hey, you can't do that. It's against the law. And they took the note for some reason as a threat, and then turning into my housing authority people. And so I got a phone call from my housing authority, and they were like, so you are saying this and this and this no because of this and this? I'm like, well, yeah, you guys really want, you know, someone to be evicted because they're going through someone else's mailbox and mail and yada yada yada, which is a crime? And they're like, oh no. Well, we're gonna have to come down and examine that note, make sure there's no threats. I'm like, there's no threats. Really? Why would I threaten my neighbors? I would rather, you know, do things civilly than go out there and actually make a threat. That's not who I am. But ever since then, they've just become real not so nice neighbors anymore, which I guess is kind of a plus, because now they're slowly starting to, you know, not open their door as much, but they're still opening their door quite a bit, which is still super annoying. Another thing that they do is that if I'm, you know, taking blankets or something out of my car, or, you know, because I go to my parents' and do laundry because it's a lot cheaper than going downstairs and spending a few bucks. You know, why not? So, but every time I unload laundry, they, I don't know how this is gonna work. Sorry, traffic jam. They sit there and they complain. You know, like, oh, what do you know, it's late at night, why are you doing laundry, or why are you home so late, blah, blah. Well, because I work late at times. I manage, you know, at a restaurant type deal. And so they get super pissy, and they also try telling the landlords on me that I come home way too late, and that I'm noisy when I come home. Well, I'm sorry, the stairs are old and freaking rickety. What do you want me doing? You know, you want me to sit there and just climb up through my window? Gladly, as long as I can avoid them, no big deal. But it's super bad. Like, I could go home right now and I could leave you guys on the dash and flip the camera around, and all of a sudden you guys would see what I would see. But, you know, I'll keep their identity a question for now. Maybe. But I'm also thinking about doing these videos maybe every Sunday, every other Sunday, depending on how much this video takes off or whatever. I'll talk about 1 or 2 subjects a day, go from there. I'm hoping, you know, just for this first video, 10 likes. I don't care. I'm not doing this to become like, look, he's a popular YouTuber, oh my god. No, I'm doing this because I got some time off finally, and I used to have a YouTube channel set up and everything else, but it got really weird. Really weird. YouTube has a real bad dark side with people. One of the videos that I uploaded was a friend, well, 2 friends, they were sumo wrestling. And, you know, they're a little heavier set kids. Whatever, no big deal. But one person commented saying, oh, I want to see the guy behind the camera, which was me at the time, to do the sumo wrestling. So I went in, you know, whatever, shirt off, and, you know, I'm 100 and some odd pounds. I'm not, you know, I'm not big. I'm super freaking skinny. And they're like, oh, for your next video, you should sit there and have him sit on top of you and bounce up and down. I was like, yeah, no, I would freaking break. Sorry, YouTube. You know, I would freaking break. It's not gonna happen. So that got really weird. So I decided to take one of those videos down, and then the star of the channel, the guy that I was recording or whatever, got super upset and thought he was all power hungry, saying, you wouldn't be able to do this without me. So I'm like, well, you wouldn't be able to do this without my channel. So I kind of just took down that channel for now and decided, you know, one day I'll make a new one, and this is hopefully it. If it takes off, sweet. If it doesn't, well, for those few people that view it, hopefully you can relate to, you know, nosy neighbors that are no fun, you know, or whatever story I tell from here on out. I think the next one I'll do will be either Sunday or in a few days from now. I'll keep you guys posted or whatever. But I'm going to do customers next. As I said, I work in a restaurant type deal, and customers, everybody knows there's those good ones, but then there's those bad ones, and then some funny ones, and some outrageous ones. You know that if you worked in a fast food place or a restaurant type business, you can't please everybody. And how most people say the customer is always right. I don't necessarily believe in that, but that's my point of view. You know, as someone that's worked in the restaurant field for over 3 years now, there's two sides to every story, and it's just, you know, you can't always say the customer's right, especially for the place that I work in. I've caught a few people in their lies, but as I said, that'll be a story for next time. Back to my neighbors, though. They also think I mentioned once, not twice, not 3 times, once, that I liked pumpkin pie stuff. You know, pumpkin pie marshmallows, whatever. When it's in season, you know, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, you know, it's the time when you usually do that, not every single day. Well, ever since I mentioned that, they started getting me pumpkin pie lip balm, pumpkin pie coffee creamer, pumpkin pie lip balm, pumpkin pie, you know, just pumpkin pie everything. And I was appreciative of it, don't get me wrong, but I told them, you know, hey, this isn't, you know, I don't do this every single day. You know, I'm not going to sit there and eat pumpkin stuff every day, only when it's, you know, festive, or if I have a really random craving of pumpkin stuff. But they think that they need to give me pumpkin pie everything, or they'll make random stuff that I don't even like, and they'll think I like it, or they know more than what I like than myself. You know, like, oh, well, you said you like this, so you must like this now. No, that's not the point. It's, if I say I like it, yeah, I like it, but not unless I have something to go with it, or so on and so forth, depending on what it is. And like, oh, no, you said you like it, here, we'll get, no, just shush. I don't like it. You know, I like it, but I don't. Get over it. And then they get super mad. And one of the ladies, she came upstairs and she brought me the pumpkin pie creamer. And I told her, you know, hey, I got enough creamer. I don't want this. Thanks for the gesture, though. You know, and she got super freaking mad. And she threw a fit. She went down the stairs, stomping down the freaking stairs. And she threw the creamer. Just all over the freaking area. And it's powdered creamer, so it went everywhere. It wasn't liquid. It didn't just sink into the carpet and say, okay, bye. No, it was powdered, so it went everywhere. And so I had to call, you know, the housing authority again and let them know that, hey, there's powdered creamer everywhere up and down this hallway because of what they did. And they were kind of dumbfounded, and they're like, well, why did they do that? And I told them why, and they're like, okay. I was like, don't ask. Trust me, I've dealt with this. And these people have lived there 20 plus years, so they should, you know, and I think that's why most of the people actually moved out of that place, was because of them. I think I was the only stupid one to actually stay there for more than, 2 years. But I'm hoping that either they move because they were talking about moving, or I'll find a new place. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm going to get off here. I'm about home, and I'm not going to show you guys my place. One, it's a pigsty. Two, first video, I'm not going to do that. So, as I said, if you guys like this video, show your friends. If you dislike it, show your enemies. Either way works for me. If you thought this was fun, leave a like or a comment or subscribe, and I'll make more of these coming up so you guys can relate to it. I thought about doing some animation with this, but I don't have a computer that can do the drawings, like the Odd Ones Out or, the other famous YouTubers out there in the world. I'm just me. So, hope it's not raining where you guys are. If it is, well, enjoy the pain with me of all the rain. I hope to see you guys again on my next video. As I said, if you like it, drop a like. If you didn't, well, drop a dislike. Show it to your enemies. Maybe they'll drop a like. Who knows? Alright, have a good day, everybody, and I'll see you next week. Bye.